the NFL is weird with the way salary cap is structured and dead cap, and it creates a lot of
cap is a myth.
It's weird, but it does create a lot of financial disincentive to get rid of guys who need to get cut. Mm-hmm. And right now, I think everyone agrees, like, hey, man, it's probably time to get rid of Debo, but it's tricky because of the salary cap. Mm-hmm. If the salary cap were not a factor, which players should the 49ers get rid of this offseason?
Debo.
Debo's one. I completely agree.
100% one.
Starts with Debo.
I hate to say it personally, but I get rid of Christian McCaffrey. But if I could cut that contract off our books, I would cut that contract off our books.
No penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get rid of it.
I think the super lucrative contract for the 29-year-old running back coming off a major injury season. Yeah.
I think he is great when he's healthy, but it's just, I think I get the contract, the extension. It was a thank you. Like it was a, you deserve this, but I'd cut that.
It was a wedding gift.
Yeah. And then
Chris too. The fullback.
Is Juszczyk even that much? I'd cut him even with the dead cap.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How about this one's? So this guy. Okay, yeah. How about this one? The left tackle, Trent Williams.
No, you don't have enough. You don't have anyone to replace him. Our line is so bad. We couldn't.
Yeah, but the thing about him is you're paying him all this money, and even if you have him, you might not have him. He could be a mirage. It's like he's there week 1. Is he there week 2? How many games of Trent Williams are you going to get? And if you only get 8, if you only get 10, that means you need another starting left tackle on your team for 7, 8, 9, 10 games, and you don't have that player. So it's a little bit of a time bomb.
Yeah, it is definitely. And he's expensive for sure. But the issue is the reason he can command that money is because we don't have anything. Like, even like say we do get a replacement for Trent and we cut him, we still have to worry about everyone else besides Pooney.
Let me make it another case here. Look, great player, future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest Niners of all time. But the Niners need to get back. They need to get younger, and they need to change their culture, a culture that like practices every day. This is a guy who practices once a week, maybe misses multiple games a season. I think they need to stop making allowances for older, expensive players. And they need to say, you know what? I'm sorry, but for the best interest of the organization, we're going to get someone younger, cheaper, more available to practice, even though you're so great. Just have a lot of players like that.
And I get that with Trent. Like, I don't like that he's never at training camp. But I also feel like this year, I think he will be there. I don't think Kyle's going. I don't think Kyle and John are going to allow those same allowances.
Dude, if he skips training camp to golf, that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
You need to be there.
I don't
need to act like you want to play football.
I feel like it's a completely, like Fred was even talking about how different the locker room is right now because of the losing and like how pissed they all are, coaches, players. So I don't think this offseason will be as laxed. That's again why I think the Purdy thing won't. If he holds out, they're like, okay, we'll just find a replacement. Like, I don't think they're gonna be playing a lot of games. But yeah, I think if we're not retaining players like Trent, there is a good argument there, but you'd have to go really hard in free agency or the draft to try and replace that, which we do anyways. I think we need to sign a couple dudes, but yeah, I would get rid of Debo for sure. I think Debo's like first on everyone's hit list if cap wasn't a problem. And then, personally for me, Christian, Juszczyk.
I personally wouldn't bring back Dre Greenlaw either. Although if he wants to come back on a one, but again, to me, it's like even bringing him back on a 1-year deal, you sign him, you think you're set at linebacker, but he could go down at any moment. And then it's like you have a need again. So it's kind of scary to like fill a need with something that's not necessarily stable.
Yeah.
Someone.
I love Dre. I like the 1-year deal aspect. But yeah, in my opinion, even if you do, you still have to sign his insurance policy. Because Winters is good, but I feel like you'd have to sign another linebacker.
You have to have like a handcuff. You have Trent Williams and his backup who's actually a starting caliber player. Like we have the most expensive left tackle in football because he's great, but we also have to have the most expensive backup offensive tackle in football because our expensive left tackle gets hurt a lot. It's like it's a tough position to be in. That's why I would start over. but they can't because the league.